Oh, that sucks. So, I have two things for doing this. One is to check this new microphone setup in my helmet. And the other is to test my new pipes and ECU download. But as of right now, it is not wanting to shift out of first gear. So I don't know if I'm gonna, maybe if I run it a little bit, it'll let out. It wouldn't shift out of first or nothing. Alright, it's shifted now. Maybe just had to run a little bit. I gotta stop. Just forgot to put my phone in my that would have sucked. Fall out of my pocket. Well, there definitely isn't going to be any issue with hearing my bike now. That's for sure. There we go. There's neutral. Alright. Let's put my phone up before it falls out of my pocket. Ruins my night. Let's just put this in my jacket pocket for now. Alright. Well, I was going to, but find my jacket pocket, so I'm just gonna stick it in my pants pocket. Yeah. Everything's wanting to fight. Alright, so anyway, so yeah, I'm trying a new setup for my mic and my helmet. But also, I just got done putting on Tech exhaust. Man, my brain is not functioning. My RaceFit. Yep, I put the full Growler X exhaust system on it. You know what? I don't think I put my. Oh man, I'm just all kinds of messed up tonight. I don't think I put my X5 into pure mode for nighttime. I'll stop up here in a minute and do it. Man, this bike's, holy cow, sounds totally different. Like before, right, like when I was riding right now, unless I was getting on it, you couldn't even hear it at all. Now it's like... You can definitely hear it now. So anyway, so yeah, I put the RaceFit Growler X full exhaust system. I put the DNA Stage 2 air cleaner kit, and then I got a BT-Moto ECU flasher, and I just did the flash. So now I'm out checking it out to see how it sounds. Man, I can definitely tell you it's definitely smoother on the throttle with the ECM or the ECU flash. And man, when you give it power, it takes off. I'm going to start a new video. I put it in pure video mode. Damn, big ass bumps. There's a car next to me now. It should go. Seems like the shifting seems to be a little weird. I don't know if that's my race shifter. Maybe you just need to run it some more before everything smooths out with this new shift when I went back to first back there when it got stuck. When I shifted down, it kind of slid the back tire a little bit. It seems to be getting better like the longer I use it. So I'm hoping it's just happening, getting used to everything. It wants to get on it though. I can definitely tell a huge difference. I mean, that's like low RPM too. Like 30, about 4,000 RPM right there, and just it wants to take off. And that's in 6th gear. Keeps wanting to hit neutral. Well, that's not good. Not gonna get on the freeway right now with that. Yeah, like hit second for a second and then it kicked back out. Oh, motherfucker. Goes down into first. Well, this is fun. Once I started having issues with it, I guess I shouldn't have got so far away from home. Yeah, at least it's still running though. So I'm just gonna have to nurse it back home in first gear. Then I'll send BT-Moto a freaking email. It cuts it, but it won't let me, even with the clutch in, it won't let me shift. I'll just keep, it's like I'm not getting anything either. I hit up on the shifter and it's just nothing. Yeah, it doesn't matter if I use the quick shifter or the clutch and the pedal. It doesn't matter. Rev it up and coast, I guess. Oh, this is fun. I wish I could say this is not how my week over the last week has gone, but so far this seems to be pretty much par for the course. Oh man, something's fucked up with this. Fucking kickstand is acting very weird. I gotta check something. Up onto the lift with you. Carter, shush. Garage. And something to add to our whole process here for doing this, putting on exhaust and all that kind of stuff, is I didn't realize that this stuff is all hooked together down here, so hopefully nothing broke. I think it just swiveled forward. So anyway, as you can see, my kickstand is way too far forward. I didn't catch it when I first got on the bike. It felt like it almost tipped over, and I was like, what the hell? But then it wasn't going into gear right, and then it worked for a little bit, and then it just completely quit going into gear, which I'm gonna post a video of it, because even though it was kind of crappy for me, it's a good learning experience for everybody. So I won't put the whole thing on, because trust me, it wasn't fun. I did like 5 miles in first gear where I just rev it way out and then freaking kick it, and it would go into neutral and then it wouldn't go any further. But if you look where our old exhaust came out, we took this bolt out that was holding the old exhaust in, but I didn't realize it's also holding this mount for your kickstand and your shifter and all that stuff. So like I said, hopefully it didn't F anything up when I did it. So I'm gonna loosen these up and get that put back, and then I'll put this bolt back in that was in there from before that we took out of the exhaust. So I will touch. All right, so as you can see, I got the bolt back in there now. That one right there, and the shaft is back where it's supposed to. If you look at it now, the kickstands looks like it's at the right angle where it's going to be flat on the ground. So it rotated that up, put a little ding in my freaking engine case, but live and learn, I guess. There were no directions on the really on the pipes when I put them in, so I was just kind of winging it. So, you know, shit happens. So if you watch this, at least you won't make the same mistake I did. But now, as that rotated back down, you see this was pushed all the way up into this, which probably wasn't letting that get its full range of motion and all that stuff. So what I'm going to do now is lower this thing down and double check that, get all this crap cleaned out of the way. I'm going to double check that it actually will shift, you know, through the gears and stuff, and then go back into neutral. So pull this little handy dandy thing out, and whee, down we go. Ciao, puppy. That's Carter dog. He's my little helper, or little distractor who gets into everything. All right, so moment of truth. Let's put that down. I don't need that cap for right now. So moment of truth, I'll turn this on and we'll make sure that it's shifting the way it's supposed to. So neutral. Hey, first. No, it's not moving, so. Well, it's still not going up to second. I'm gonna get this, any kind of like shifting and stuff, you gotta move the rear wheel around. So what I'm gonna do is basically, I'll turn this on and then, so now you can see we got first, and then I'll rock the wheel a little bit just so it, there's second, third, fourth, fifth, sixth, and back down, fifth, fourth, third, second, first, and neutral, or first, and then neutral. All right, cool. All right, well, that makes me feel better. All right. I thought something really effed up had happened. Well, it should have been my first clue. So, lesson learned, another thing lesson learned on, is if something doesn't feel right, stop and check it out. Like I was so concerned about getting all my recording equipment hooked up and then, you know, getting all my gear put on and being quiet because it's like freaking midnight and I didn't want to wake everybody up. And so, I was worrying about all that stuff, and when I went to get on my bike, I noticed it felt like it almost tipped over, and I was like, what in the hell? And I thought I'd just like, you know, got on weird because I had my selfie stick hooked to the back, you know, so it's kind of in the way of where my leg would normally go. And then it felt like the shifter was like high, and then I was having troubles getting it in at first. I should have pulled it right back into the garage then and checked stuff out, because then most likely I would have caught that, and we wouldn't have had to go 5 miles down the road and then ride all the way back in first gear. So, but you know, at least I got back, you know, without having to like call somebody or get it towed or something like that. Is it okay now, Carter? Did you fix it? That's a good boy. Yeah, my good boy. Yeah, so, but anyway, yeah, so lesson learned, and hopefully you can learn from that and you won't make the same mistake I do. So now I'm going to postpone my test ride. I mean, the pipe sounds amazing. I'll give it that much. I'm gonna check my recordings from this video to see how they sounded, and hopefully I got some good audio out of that. But so I'll add that all together. Probably put it as at the end of my, because there was like a 3-part series I did on this. So I'll probably put this at the end of that as kind of like a, you know, a continuation of the actual install now that everything's fixed. And then I'll do a full-blown like test ride tomorrow, and I'll record that and get some thoughts on it. So, and I guess I should have turned my damn fan off this whole time, so probably hear a bunch of fan noise instead of hearing me talk. So, alrighty folks, well, another exciting night. So, alright, well, I'll catch you on the next one, and don't forget to like and subscribe. Alright, peace.
Hey everyone, thanks so much for watching this video. If you enjoyed it, make sure to give us a thumbs up and hit that subscribe button if you haven't already. It really helps out the channel and keeps you updated on all our latest content. Don't forget to turn on the notification bell so you won't miss any of our new uploads. We've got a lot more exciting content coming your way that you definitely won't want to miss. Also, if you have any thoughts or questions, feel free to leave a comment down below. We love hearing from you, and we'll do our best to respond to everyone. Finally, be sure to follow us on our social media channels for more behind-the-scenes content and updates. You can find all the links in the description below. Thanks again for tuning in, and we'll see you in the next video. Take care.